Guys, welcome back to Mobility Monday. Today, just make sure you've got enough room around you guys. If you're doing it indoors and you're on wooden flooring, make sure you've got some trainers. Apart from that, guys, we're going to go for one round. As soon as you finish the round, if you want to go again, the last movement feeds straight into the first movement. So you can basically just do the movement flow continuously if you're enjoying yourself. So you can do it 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, completely up to you. If you have any questions, guys, please let us know, and I hope you enjoy. Right, guys, to start, we're going to be standing. Stand as narrow as you can, trying to keep your legs as straight as you can. If you struggle to keep your legs straight, every rep you do, just try to straighten them that little bit more, because your posterior chain muscles will loosen as you get into these movements. Okay, so we're going to go for 8 of these. So they're called walkaways or inchworms, however you want to look at it. You're going to work into a press-up position, back up onto your feet into a full standing position, okay? As soon as you've done 8 of these, then we'll move on to a different exercise. Just make sure the main stretch is down the back of your legs and your calves, and that purely comes from keeping your legs as straight as possible. Once you've done that, then, guys, hips nice and tall, alternate driving your heels into the floor. You want to aim trying to get your heel flat on the floor and feel that stretched on the back of your calf. The higher your hips are, the harder this will be. So that if you were more in a press-up position, you probably wouldn't feel much. Then we're going to go into a 90-90 rotation. So you're going to get your legs into 90 degrees each side like I have here. And then with your opposite arm to the leg that's forward, then you're going to reach around and try and drive your elbow and your shoulder to the floor. And we're going to go for 5 reps with just slow pauses in them, okay? So just going to reach into it, exhale, come out of it, and you go again. As soon as you've done that, then, guys, we're going to do exactly the same the other side. So just switch around 90 degrees in both legs, whichever leg is forward, opposite hand, reach around and try and drive your elbow and your shoulder into the floor. And then you're just going to exhale in that position for a good 5 reps, okay? So pause, come out of it all the way, go straight back into it. You'll find maybe that you're tighter one side than the other as well, guys. I certainly am. This side I was struggling with. Once you've done that, then, guys, in a reverse plank, so you can either do hands forward or hands backwards, so as in fingers pointing towards your toes or fingers pointing away. You're going to bridge, so you're going to drive your hips towards the ceiling and then lift your opposite hand off the floor and reach out as I am and around there. You should be trying to get as much activation from your bum and hamstring muscles when you're doing this. And as you reach over your head, you should feel a stretch down the front of your tummy, maybe the front of your thigh. Again, like as you see, I've swapped where my hands are facing now. I prefer them facing backwards because facing forward is a bit too much of an aggressive stretch for me this morning. Once you've done that, then, guys, I was contemplating which one was next on this. I messed up. But going on to your back then, okay? Knees 90 degrees again, but put them together, hands together, and you're going to rotate, touch your hands together, touch the other side of the floor, trying to make basically 180 degrees between your arms when you reach out, okay? Try to keep your knees together, try to keep your knees on the floor. So as you notice, as I reach over, my knees creep up a little bit. I do struggle with this movement, but I'm going to try and reinforce keeping my knees down and try and get that little bit more extra range every time I do so. So I'm going to go for 10 on one side, and then we'll do 10 on the other side, guys. Okay, so 90 degrees. Make sure your back's nice and straight. Hands on the floor and rotate out. This side I was a lot more relaxed, but your knees, again, keep pushing them into the floor, guys, okay? Because otherwise, if they come with you and they come too far up, you won't feel anything. Even if you need someone to kind of pin your knees into the floor or use something to anchor your legs to the floor, it will help with the movement because it's a lot less to think about. Once you've done that in a squat position, then, guys, get into whatever squat you feel comfortable, okay? If you struggle getting into a deep squat, you can hold on to something to assist you to get into it. And all I want you to do is rock your knees over your toes. So I'm going to put all my weight onto the one foot, driving my knee over in line with my toes to just basically mobilize my ankle. So if you think about this one, you're literally just going ankle stretch into the other ankle stretch, into the other ankle stretch. Then into a lunge position, guys. With this, all we're going to do is do static lunges with the opposite arm reaching above our head and backwards, okay? So you want to try and create quite a big arc from your back leg to the hand that's reaching above your head, okay? You're going to do 5 on one side, and I'm going to do this from another angle so you can see what kind of position I'm in. So driving that knee forward, driving over my head, and trying to create a nice big long stretch from my back foot to my arm that's reaching above my head. Once we've done that then, guys, we're going to go into lateral lunges, okay? So same principles. As you lunge, reach over your head with the same arm, okay? So as you lunge down, whichever leg is forward, the same arm is going to go above your head. And we're going to go 5 on one leg, 5 on the other. You can either do them dynamically like I am in this on this leg, or you can do them static, where you just stay on the leg and reach over. That would be easier, guys, because you haven't got to find that stability every time you do a rep. And you'll get through it quicker. So do 5 on one side, 5 on the other. As soon as you've done that then, guys, we're going to go standing. Stand relatively wide, and as you notice, I'm rotating my upper body mainly, but as the way I'm rotating it over the one leg, I'm trying to keep that front foot planted. So I'm rotating my hip socket as well, as you can see. So as I sway onto my right leg's trying to stay grounded, but my rest of my body's rotating over it. Then just do a straight leg, so you're just rotating your upper body now, guys. Try and focus on a point and only rock your arms and your chest, okay? Your head shouldn't move, your legs shouldn't move throughout that movement. Next one then, guys, just it's called a slump test. So you're just going to reach down nice and close to your body. You might want to stand wider just to get your hands closer to the floor. And all we're going to do is shift our weight from one leg to the other. When you shift it to the one leg, you're going to bend that leg but straighten the other one. Okay, I'll do it from the side. So as you reach down, one leg bent, one leg straight, one leg bent, one leg straight. You should really feel this down the back of your legs. And again, if you stand narrower, it is going to be more challenging, but just make sure you can get that depth into that position, guys, okay?